What's good, everyone? What's good? Good morning. This your boy JTL with another red pill. Respectfully, make sure y'all hit that notification bell after you hit that subscribe button. Y'all see what the title is, man. Let's go ahead and get into it.
So, there's a difference between knowing what a man wants, knowing his desires.
The question is,
all of those things.
Should women take relationship advice?
That's right. Should women take relationship
specifically?
Right. And so here's the thing. I don't think that women should take relationship advice from men because I feel like people like Derek Jenks, it's another man named Ace, it's the men who take advantage of women. They tell women whatever they want to hear. And then what they do is program women to be like what they think women should be.
That's only like 0.2% of the men that's out here. There's a bunch of men out there.
But I'm not saying those are the only men. Those are two examples.
Right, but we're talking about women as a whole. Should women take relationship advice from men?
And I said no.
None whatsoever. Okay.
I said no.
Anton, should women?
All right, so that's just part of this video. If y'all want to watch the rest, you see the title right there. Like I said, Women Like Tawana is the reason why Kevin Samuels exists. And the biggest reason is because women like her say the stupid stuff that they say. I'm not going to say she should be silenced, but I be feeling like women like her, people like her, don't deserve a platform because they're selfish and they don't think about what they're saying and how they're hurting people. So many women like that keep passing this BS information. So you don't want to take advice from a man to be with a man. How does that make any sense? So you're going to take advice from women and you're not trying to be with a woman. I'm sorry, women give the worst advice when it comes to women dealing with men because they don't pay attention to how men think. And not only that, with a woman like her, a heifer like her, shows you that women don't have respect for men, especially us brothers. They don't think we matter when it comes to them or our children. It's women like her that messes up the whole ecosystem for men and women. It's great that women have more choices to work and do in education, whatever they want to do, that's fine. But if you mean to tell me you're going to go out throughout your whole life worrying about education and a job, listening to bitter women like Tawana, and then you end up 30-something years old turning back around trying to get a man, you think you just going to pop out there and get a man just because you're a woman. And then you end up with the wrong man because you haven't paid attention to what men say, how men move, what they think, how they feel, how they react to certain things, so you can have a good relationship with a man. So men are saying, no, we're tired of women like Tawana and the other chick, sister down there, Neek, whatever, she said worse stuff than her. And, because Neek was talking about, her grandmother, after her husband passed, her grandfather passed, she told her she was so distraught in the whole 40 years that they've been married. She felt like he owned her, so she didn't want to go out and get a new owner. But it's like not every man is like that. But she said one valid thing that women have to think about. She stayed for the best of the relationship. Now, I'm not saying stay through bullshit, getting cheated on, beaten on, whatever the issues may be, God forbid, with that relationship. But I am saying that they had more of a duty. And we had better turnouts because of that, seeing our grandparents. So now that a lot of women like Tawana don't want to listen to men, but you with a man now, and she's about to get married now, from my understanding, and you mean to tell me that you think that you're going to be able to have a great relationship? Like Anton right down the top left said something. It was funny because he said this on one of the shows. I wish I'm going to try to see if I can find it. He said, you got to be marrying a beta because look how she act. Women like her think a man is supposed to take the back seat and let her lead. And when you let a woman lead, it's terrible. The house does not run correctly when a woman leads most of the time because they go off emotions. So if they having a bad day, the house got a bad day. I done been with women, stayed with women before, and if they having a bad day, the house has a bad day. Then when they get happy, everybody's supposed to get back. They are so bipolar, tripolar, whatever you want to call it. But women like her is the reason why Kevin Samuels exists, because men are saying, no ma'am, no mas, no more. You're not going to sit here and treat me like I don't matter. I'm supposed to be traditional, but you don't want to be traditional. How does that make sense? Instead of women sticking to the fact, hey, if we're going to be married, you're going to treat me better. Men need to do better in how they treat women. That I agree with. certain things that men was doing, now we don't need to do no more. But that doesn't mean now women gonna turn and act like men. No. So you think you gonna get a man that's a protector and provider, a switch that you can turn off and on whenever you feel like it. That's what women like her actually think. So Kevin Samuels like, no, we're not going for that. I'm not gonna do all this, and then I'm gonna take you and your kids. She's divorced, one time divorced already, and she had kids from that marriage. And now the beta that she's with now, because she was trying to explain, oh, he's a high value man, and he's Kevin Samuels' so-called frat brother. But he took on a woman who had kids. He's a beta. He might be high value, but he's a beta. Because I'm not taking on a woman like, look at her attitude. Even if you took on a woman that had a child or two or whatever, you gonna take on a woman that's sassy, run her mouth like that? Oh, I don't take advice from men. She ain't gonna listen to you. She's just trying to say, to learn her man, she will. No. You gonna learn little things and then tell him what he should like. He shouldn't wear shoes with white socks. It should be black socks. You should dress like this. You actually think, and I'm gonna make a video on this, Godwin, soon. You actually think Sierra ain't making Russell change certain things about him that she likes in dudes that she used to date, like Bow Wow, 50 Cent, and multiple other dudes that she used to date? Future? Of course she is, because all you see is her trying to do stuff to make Future mad and jealous in the way she's playing and parading his child around with another man. So women like that, you have to be careful about. You're going to be miserable. Do not bow down to a woman just because she's a woman. You show courtesy, common courtesy to a woman just like you would another brother. Common courtesy. But for us getting in relationships with her and coupling up with a woman like that, hell no. No. So we're glad in the manosphere that people like, you know what I'm saying, O'Shea Duke Jackson is this, MTR. I wish MTR would go a little harder. He'd be a little too nice. But MTR and Kevin Samuels, because they're saying, no, we're not taking this crap no more. You're not going to have this discontent for us, not care about us, disrespect and all this crap, and think that we still going to be like we was in the 50s. Well, guess what? If you saying men were cheaters and all that in the 50s, then why would you want a man to be that? Do 50-50. That's why me and my partner believe 50-50 is cool. Not because we're cheap, broke bums, but I want to make sure you're actually down for me. That's why we believe in that. Because you hear so many stories of dudes doing this and doing that, and a woman just stepping all over his heart and leaving. No, I got to know you're going to have my back. If God forbid something go wrong, is you going to have my back. That's what we're talking about. So we need brothers like Kevin Samuels to say, hey, no, this is how it's going to be. I'm the man, you the woman. You want me to leave? Well, guess what? I'm going to leave. If not, I'm leaving. Either I lead or leave. Either I lead or leave. So like I said, women like Tawana is the reason why Kevin Samuels exists. If she don't want him to exist no more, then you need to tone it down, sister. Believe that. We'll be back. Respectfully.